to my YouTube channel. I am Mecca of Mecca Plush Bag and Design. At Mecca Plush Bag and Design, we produce quality, unique, classic, and trendy bags. And I'm going to be bringing you quality content on bag making. So if you're a bag maker or have interest in setting up this business, then welcome on board. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to click the notification button to get more updates on when we post. In today's video, we're going to be making this beautiful bag together. Kindly watch this video and don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like as well. So let's get started right away. Our hardware for this beautiful bag, we're going to be needing swivel hook, and we need 2 of that for our shoulder strap. Also, we're going to be needing D-ring for our Goset. We need magnetic snap for our bag. We need 2 of magnetic snap on our bag, and also our slider, which is adjuster as well, as you all know, for our shoulder strap. For the back panel of our bag, which is the height of our bag, automatically the height of our bag, we're going to be using 30 centimeter for that. That means the total height of our bag is 13 centimeter. So, and for the back top, we're going to be using 4.5 centimeter. So permit me, I'm going to be using centimeter for this our work. I may mention inches, but I think it's more of centimeter that I'm going to use on this bag. So for the back top, we're going to be using 4.5 centimeter. You can see on the screen the measurement is already written there. So as I'm mentioning this measurement, you can also see them on the screen so that you follow along and you won't forget them easily. So for the flap parts, we're going to be using 7 centimeter on the flap that's going to be coming to the front panel of our bag. So I'll quickly label it so as to know where we've worked on. So for the total length of our bag, we're using 23.5 centimeter. That's how wide our bag is going to be. So now we're going to slant our bag. Our bag is not a straight bag, so we're going to slant our bag. And to do that, we're going to start from the back panel, the top part of the back panel, and we're going to be removing 2 centimeter from it. After marking it out, we're going to trace it from the top part down to the down part, the edge of the down part. So as well on the other side, 2 centimeter. Just watch how I'm doing it so you get it correctly. You just connect it from where you've marked your 2 centimeter down to the down part edge of the bag. So you can see 2 centimeter. And the other side 2 centimeter. So we're going to remove that 2 centimeter from the back top as well, but we're not going to touch the flap. So on the back top, we're going to measure the same 2 centimeter. So first we're going to measure on the downside and the up part of the back top. So you don't just assume that you already have 2 centimeter on the back panel and you just measure for the top part. So measure it the way I'm doing it, like this. You can see I did it on the down part, which is this 2 centimeter now. And I'm also doing it on the up part as well, which is this 2 centimeter, before I connect it. So now we're going to cut it out. We're going to cut the 2 centimeter on both sides out. And when we are doing this, you carefully cut it out. Please be careful not to touch the flap part of your bag. When cutting this out, be very careful not to get to the flap part of the bag. So now that we're done with that, I'm just going to quickly trim off this top part that we're not needing. So do not touch the flap part of the bag yet. Just leave that for now. We're going to work on that later. So the next thing we're going to do now is to get the front panel of our bag. And to quickly get the front panel of our bag, instead of starting the measurement from the beginning, we're going to use the back panel to get the front panel of our bag. And to do that, we're just going to draw a straight line on our board and place our back panel on our board. So place the line on the back panel on the line you just draw. and draw out the shape of the back panel on your board. So you can see I placed this part on this bag when I was cutting out. So I'm going to indicate on it that this part was placed on the other part. So now I'm going to indicate AA. I can use whatever I want to use to indicate it, or I can use the word match as well. So that this part was the one that was placed on the front panel while I was drawing it out. Because at every point, if I'm going to wrap, I must make sure everything tallies, so that at the end of the day, the bag will be lapping properly. So now cut out the front panel. So now you can see. Next thing is to check your work. If it's aligned, check it. If there's anywhere to trim out, so check it before you proceed. So now we're going to get the slant for the flap part for our bag. Now we can use the front panel to get the slant for the flap part of our bag. Remember, this A is down, so the other A, now you see the importance of marking it while drawing. So now the other A now is going to be done as well. So you place it on the flap part, starting from the bag handle, the line on the bag handle, and you draw it out. So doing it like this, you get a flap that is covering your front panel very well with nothing shooting out. So these are first ways, these are little hacks that you do to get a very, very beautiful bag. So now you can see the shape of our bag is coming out. So we're going to bend our bag from both lines on the back top of our bag to bring out the shape of our bag. So you can check again to make sure your bag is, yes, you can see how beautiful it's coming out from our cellulose board already. So now we're going to work on the Goset, the base part of our bag. So to work on the Goset of our bag, remember the height of our bag is 30 centimeter. So now the height of our Goset is going to be 30 centimeter as well. So the wideness of the Goset is going to be 10 centimeter. So what you're going to draw out now, you're going to measure out 30 centimeter by 10 centimeter for the Goset of your bag. So want the main compartment of the bag to be a little bit spacious. Yes. So remember the slant we did on the main panel. We're going to do that same slant on our Goset. Since our bag is a slant bag, definitely we should bring it out on the Goset. So for the slant, I'm not going to be using 2 centimeter. I'll just use 1.5 centimeter. So the same way, you slant it from that upper part of the Goset down to the end part of the Goset. Same thing as well to the other side. So this design that we're making for this bag is a very trendy design. Is an high-end fashion bag. Very trendy, very cheeky, very posh, very classy, very beautiful. You can make it with any kind of materials you want to, any kind of material you want to make it with. Any kind of fabric. You can rock it to party, to club. You see the bag is coming out beautifully already. So for the Goset, we're going to be working on the design, and what we're trying to achieve on this Goset is this. So just watch closely to get that. So the measurement I'm going to be using now is 1.5 centimeter. So we're going to draw it on the down part of the Goset. We're working on the down part of the Goset. So we're going to use 1.5. So if you want to use 2 centimeter, you can as well, but that would now depend on how deep the base part of the bag is going to be. So on the side as well, from this end, we're going to measure 1.5 and this end 1.5. So at the end, it's going to be slant as well. So you can just use dots to indicate your measurement. So after doing that, then you connect 2 dots together. Definitely it's not going to be straight because your gusset already is not straight. So now you can see that it's slant. So you apply same method on the other side. Like I said, if you want to use 2 centimeter, just use 2 centimeter all through. If you want to use 1 inches, it all depends on what your machine can sew. So you can see. Now we're going to cut out the middle part. Don't cut out the side, because I've made several mistakes of cutting out the side when I started making this. So please, you're cutting the middle part. So you can see, yeah. Now these are gussets. We're going to be making another one, and to get another one, instead of measuring again, you just quickly place it on your chipboard and draw it out. Draw out the second gusset. So we're done with our both gussets. Next thing we're going to be doing now is working on the base of our bag. So now we have our both gussets A and B for both sides of our bag. So now for us to get the base of the bag, instead of measuring the base separately, we're just going to do it like this. This is the fastest and easiest way for you to get an accurate base of the bag. So we're just going to place it on our, just watch the way I'm placing this. I'm just going to place it on the back panel of the bag and mark out where this one is ending. You can see where this one is ending. Then the second part as well, you place it on the end. Make sure it's aligned before you mark it out. So you mark it out. So the next thing now to do is just to check the distance from this end to this other end, which will give us the measurement for the base part of our bag. So from this end to this end, so check the distance from this point to this other point. So remember, we've already removed 1.5 from this side and this other side. So now we're not going to add it to the measurements of the base. We're just going to check the middle part after marking the sides out. So what we're going to have is 20.5 centimeter. So another easier way to get the measurement for this base part is for you to quickly remove the 1.5 on our gusset, on one side of the gusset and the other side of the gusset. 1.5 plus 1.5, that will be giving you 3 centimeter. So if you should remove the 3 centimeter from your 23.5, which is the length of your bag, what you will be having left is 20.5 centimeter. So you can do it that way, or you can as well do it this way. However way that works for you, that's fine. You still come out with the accurate measurement at the end of the day. So now the depth of our base now is going to be 10 centimeter by 20.5 centimeter. So we're going to be needing one of that for the base of our bag. So after doing that, you check to see if what you've cut as is actually accurate. So for the design that will be coming from the back, it's going to come from this part and run through to the front. So it's going to be on the left panel, and the measurement that we're going to be using for this is 21 centimeter by 4.5 centimeter. So it's going to be 21 centimeter long, and the wideness is going to be 4.5 centimeter. Then we'll cut it out. We're going to be needing 2 of these for our front design. So it's just going to be like an attachment that is running from the back to the front of the bag. So to get the curve that is going to be at the front of the design, we're going to carefully fold our chipboard into 2 equal parts, and we're going to cut it. We're going to bring out the curve. So you have to be good in this. We're going to bring out the curve from one side of the front design. So it all depends on how you want your curve to be. So if you want it to look, it all depends what you want to achieve at the end of the day. So this is our curve. Now we're going to quickly check it how it's going to be by the time we finish making our bag, and you can see how it's looking. So it's going to come like this on our bag. At the end of the day, it's going to be at the back and to run through to the front. So when we're sewing this, I'm going to disclose to you the measurement to use on that. So also we're going to be making the slip pocket at the back, and the slip pocket that we're going to be using, the measurement is 12 centimeter by 8 centimeter. That's what we're going to be using for the slip pocket that is going to be at the back of our bag. We're going to have one slip pocket at the back, and we're also going to have one slip pocket on the inside of our bag. So this is the one that is going to be on the outside, and this is how it's going to be at the end of making our beautiful bag. I'm loving this already. Wow. To get our inner flap, that's the one the lining is going to be covering, we're going to be using our line. Also, we're also going to use our leather to cover up the lining part. So we're going to be using the other flap to measure out the inner flap. So we're going to start the measurement from the top, bag top. So you can see, just draw a straight line on your chipboard, place it just like what we did on the front panel. So you place it on your chipboard and carefully trace it out. So this is it. And also don't forget to indicate this was placed on this. I'm just going to use match to indicate. You see the purpose of all these things by the time I start wrapping up our bag. So you cut it out and bring out the shape of your flap according to what you draw. So after cutting it out, we're going to check if the inner flap is fitting the exterior flap properly. So we're going to check. You just use your clips to hold it down. Try to align it. Try to align your work so you can check. We're going to check from the back. So you see on this side, that's where we're having the chipboard showing out. So we're just quickly going to draw it. On the other side is fitting properly, is aligned. So we're going to trim it off so that by the time we wrap our bag, we'll not have the inner lining bigger than the exterior lining, the exterior part of our bag. Thank you very much for watching our video, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're done with the first part of this video. We're going to the second part of the video now.